Hi, welcome to Tea and Tarot. I know the angles look a little bit different today because my children have gone off with my table. Hopefully I shall be able to reclaim it for the next reading, but I didn't want to have you guys waiting, and I'm doing a thing where I'm not cleaning up my kids' mess after I asked them to move it, so sorry. If I sound a bit funny today, my allergies are playing up, my hay fever is through the roof, so I apologise. Today we have an atypical reading for me. I don't usually do them, but I was drawn to do it today. So we have a love reading actually, for, well, mostly relationships, but I was focused more on romantic relationships. However, take it as it resonates. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. So in your mind space, you want the Four of Wands. We've had this card quite a few times on this channel. As you can see, it's like the harvest. So you're reaping the rewards for all your hard work. I'm sorry, there's a bit of a glare. I can't seem to get rid of it. But you're reaping the rewards for all your hard work. You've put a lot of effort and work into this relationship, at least in your mind. You've put a lot in, and you think, you want the harvest. You want to see the fruits of your labour. But the reality is how you actually feel. Nine of Wands. You feel quite dissatisfied. Whether that's justified or not, whether that's really or not, this is how you're feeling. There's lots of good things in front of you, or there's been, as this is a love reading, you can tell I'm not used to doing these, but like I said, I was just drawn to do it. So he's got all these lovely wooden, well-crafted, polished wands in front of him. He's good at what he does. He's got lovely surroundings. He's got things, but he's not happy in his head. He feels threatened or not good enough. So in this relationship, what you want is you want to see the payout for all the hard work you've been putting in. But it's like you feel a bit jibbed off, actually. You feel like you're putting all this work in, all this effort in, and you're still dissatisfied. Now, only you know why you feel that way. I can't tell you why you feel that way. Your friends can't tell you why you feel that way. You know why you feel that way. So ask yourself, why am I dissatisfied with this person or this relationship? Is it because they're not giving you the attention you're asking for? Are you asking for the attention you want? Are you putting all the work in and they're just sort of coasting? Are they putting the work in with these ones here? Or there's something else bothering you that you're not saying? You need to sit in your own mind and think why you feel this way. Is it because of the action someone is or isn't doing, or is it in your mind that you have a problem but you're not addressing? If it's just you're dissatisfied because nothing's ever enough, you need to speak to that person and address it yourself. If it's you're putting all the work in and still feel like threatened because maybe that person's flirting with someone else, or you feel envious about something, or they're not pulling their weight in the relationship, you need to speak to them and you need to think and discover why you're feeling unhappy and you don't feel like this. You don't feel like you have this. You want it, but you don't feel like you have it. You need to think, why is this showing up? Why theoretically do I have everything I technically want, but I'm still not happy? In order to get to the answers and to help you progress forward in the relationship in the way you want, you have Queen of Wands. So we've had this a few times as well. So she's wise and she's sat comfortably. She's sat in her own power. She knows her knowledge. She knows her power. She's grounded. She's wise. She's calm. She's caring. So try and be understanding with yourself and the other person or people. Like I said, sit and really meditate on why you're feeling like this. And in a non-judgmental way, and I mean that about yourself as well. Don't judge your own thoughts, just let them come. And sit and think, what could be happening that's making me feel like I'm putting in more work and I want the rewards, whether it's to feel more fulfilled, feel more safe, whatever. Why do I feel like I'm putting in all the work and I want to reap the rewards, but I'm so unhappy? Or on paper I have everything I want, but the reality is different. So sit and meditate and be calm and kind to yourself and others, and the answers will come to you. High Priest. Pardon me with my sniffly nose, I do apologise. So we've got all the elements here in this card. We have the sun, we have an atom, we have water. I think there's a wand here somewhere even. But we have lots of elements, in this card. So it's like the High Priest, obviously. High Priest, you have to practice things a lot. He's the master of his craft, but he's still practicing. As you can see here in these stones, it sort of looks a bit like Stonehenge kind of vibe. And is it a penguin? There's a bird flying in the background and the sun shining. It's like a sign of hope. So what it's saying to me is, in the future there is hope for things to go well, but relationships take practice. He's not woke up and become a high priest. He's had to work really hard and practice and still practice. This says to me, communication. You need to speak to the person. You need to, in a kind and loving and respectful way, communicate, speak, practice. Relationships will work and take practice and time and effort. Put that into the relationship. Also ask for it back if you don't feel like you're getting that. If you feel like you're putting in all the work and you're not getting any of the rewards out, and it looks like you have everything but you're still not happy, then work on the relationship together. It can't be a one-horse cart race. You can't be the one pulling it all on your own. But both of you together need to work at the relationship, if that's what you want, or any kind of relationship. But like I said, this is more love-based. Yeah, it takes time and effort and energy. And relationships are ever evolving, just like crafts are. So in this, obviously, it's like a pagan craft, or a rich type ritual. Sorry, my words did not want to come out then. But relationships are ever evolving and ever changing, and take mastery. It's like self mastery as well. So put the time and effort, both of you, into it, but say it with love and kindness. This, we have King of Chalices. Sorry, I couldn't read upside down. This is saying, ask for help, pretty much. And that could be speaking to friends, that could be speaking to a relationship counsellor, that could be a number of things. But there's someone here that has, as you can see, it looks like this person's very wealthy, but to me it's in knowledge. Someone here has a lot of knowledge they can pass down to you and talk to you on, but you have to ask. So seek out the person with the knowledge that you need to help you move forward with this, and ask for help. That's as simple as it gets, I feel, with this card. It can go into more detail, but in this reading, that's what I'm getting from this card. The clarify I pulled, I used a fairy oracle card, of course. We have awakening your true self. As you can see, it's quite a dark one in the background. So I feel like you maybe feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, or like you don't really even know yourself. Coupled with this card, and even this one to a degree, it feels like you've still got a lot of growing to do. And that's not an age thing, that could be an emotional thing. People can be 50 and emotionally not very mature. I'm not saying you're immature either, but there's always growth that needs to happen, but a little bit more growth in this case, I feel. If it's even emotional relationship growth, like you may be very financially successful and have your life down and all that, but there's a scenario here in your life where growth is needed and mastery. You need to grow and master yourself. It feels like self-knowledge and I feel like that will help you move forward with how you're feeling. But you can ask for help because there are people with resources there to help you do that. So that's my love reading for today. I know it's not all lovey-dovey. I give it to you straight. I don't pull any punches, as it were. I hope you enjoyed it because I'm not used to doing love readings, but it really just kept speaking to me over the past few days to do one. So here you are. I hope you all got something from it. I hope I wasn't too rambly. I apologise profusely for my allergies, but I hope this was helpful, and I hope you all have a great week. See you soon.